All right, on this episode of Bouts Talking Bouts, we're posted up in Oshawa. We got some boxing going on today, and joined by one of the pugilists for the card today. Why don't you introduce yourself to the listeners here, man?
Hey, my name's Greg. How is everyone today?
Oh, I mean, I'm doing great personally, and I'm just kind of wondering how you're doing heading into this big fight here. I understand it's your initial bout here and everything like that, so what are your thoughts on all that?
I'm making my debut today, and I've been at the club for about 3 years, and I've been doing a training camp for the last couple months now. Just weighed in, made my weight, and right now I'm just hydrating and just getting ready for that bell to ring. Just trying to stay calm, cool, and collected. That's all I'm doing.
Absolutely. And why did now feel like the time to take the initial fight? Like, which is kind of a perfect storm in the preparations. You're like, I want to get to it now.
The thing with boxing is that it really grows on you, and the training is it's gotten better and better, and I've gotten more and more confident, and I just feel in my heart that this is now the time to do it, and just get in the ring and just make that leap.
And I'm curious, like, when you initially had discovered boxing, was it like an innate sort of like you were hooked with it sort of thing?
It was a bucket list item. I always wanted to know what it was like to get in the ring, because I've watched martial arts tournaments, not just boxing, and I always was curious, what is that world like? So about 3 years ago, 3.5 years, I signed up with Motor City, and with the intention of doing recreational training. But again, it grows on you, and some people, they just want to take it to the next level. And that's where I am today. I'm going to see how it goes.
So was the goal always to compete then, or were you kind of training and then just sort of seeing where it went?
I was just taking it one day at a time, man. I wasn't putting too many expectations on myself. I just come into class and do my best every day with the coaches and all the other students. Motor City is a wonderful club, and they've really helped build me up from the beginning to where I am now. And I'm really hoping to put my skills to the test today against my opponent.
Yeah, for sure, man. And who do you usually work with in terms of like coaches and regular sparring partners and stuff like that ahead of fights like this and stuff?
I've worked with all the coaches there, and there's quite a few of them. There's probably about 10 coaches. And I've sparred with guys of all shapes and sizes. There's a few guys that are a lot taller and bigger than me, because I'm about 5'11", 155. And, there's guys that'll be bigger, and sometimes you just have to spar with those guys and just adjust your game plan. And it really gives you a chance to mix with different skills and different body types. And it's a really good way to add some versatility to your training.
Yeah, it seems like a friendly kind of dynamic at Motor City as well. How important is it to have that confluence of like high-level fighters, but also there's like that good rapport and stuff like that as well?
I think it's really important because everyone here is growing together, and we all have that point where we're starting from. And there's people that have been boxing since they were little kids. There's people that walked into the gym at 35 and never put on gloves before. And the point is that it's a positive environment, and we're all just here to work.
Absolutely, and I'm curious if you have any goals for like future aspirations in boxing or anything like that. Do you like want to go pro and like win a certain title, like anything of that sort of nature?
I've been looking towards doing a tournament because in the amateurs I do need to work my way up through the ranks. So I'm starting off with this being my first fight. I'm just going to take it one fight at a time. I know there's a tournament coming up, so I'm looking at signing up for that and just get more confidence and just take it one fight at a time. That's it.
And I think you really build those skills on the amateur circuit too, not just with like the volume of fights and everything and that, but like the nature of the style. It like lends to being defensively savvy and having like a certain high level of output too and all that.
What did you say? Sorry.
No, I'm just saying like there's a certain like defensive savvy and like a certain skill set that comes from going on the amateur circuit and like the regularity of competition too.
Yeah, and I mean everyone has their own style when they start boxing, and they sort of just like to bring the best out in you. And it's like for me being a tall, skinny guy, I've got a certain style that I've been developing, and every time I get in the ring, I'll get a coach that they'll set me up with someone who counters my style. So I need to work on developing a way to handle my weaknesses, because we all have weaknesses, right? And you just have to try and improve on it every time. It's all about improvement.
Absolutely. Everybody's buzzing here too. Really looking forward to checking out the fight later and everything. I'm curious if there's anything you want to add as a parting thought as we're wrapping up here though, man.
You know what? This is going to be a great day for everyone. All the fans, the coaches, the competitors, the officials. I think we're all coming together, and we're going to make a great day of boxing in Oshawa.
Awesome, man. Thanks so much for your time. Appreciate it.
Thanks for your time, buddy. Have a great one. Have a great day.